The 7 men who founded the Servite order knew each other as cloth merchants and members of a lay organization dedicated to the Blessed Mother. The Florence, Italy of the Middle Ages, where they lived, enjoyed a booming economy but also was a city of conflict between the noble rulers and populists. Around the year 1233, each of the 7 devout men experienced an apparition of the Blessed Virgin Mary, calling them to withdraw from the world and its pursuit of money and power to devote themselves to the service of God. They obeyed, and on September 8th, the feast of the birth of the Blessed Virgin Mary, they gave up their careers and property to move into a dilapidated house outside the city wall. They embraced the mendicant life of begging, poverty, and prayer. In modeling wisdom and virtue, they received many requests for spiritual counsel and moral guidance. Believing that their primary call was to a life of prayer, the men moved 11 miles out of Florence to Monte Senario. Around the year 1240, at Monte Senario, the 7 experienced a joint vision of the Blessed Virgin Mary surrounded by angels. She instructed them on their mission, clothed them in their habits, presented them with their rule of life, and personally founded their order. Central to their mission was to spread devotion to the 7 sorrows of Mary and to be her servants. Within a decade, the order received tentative papal approval, and their numbers began to grow, spreading throughout Europe and then east. Today, the Servite order has expanded to all parts of Europe, Africa, Australia, and the Americas. Our Blessed Mother called these holy men together as they worked and lived in a bustling city. United by their faith, they were set apart and drawn by God to a life of prayer. From that prayer and their commitment to poverty, chastity, and obedience, God drew many others into their companionship. And through those companions, missionaries went forth to the corners of the earth. Consider the unity the 7 founders shared by answering the call to pray and serve together. United as one in Christ, each individual was strengthened and the fruitfulness of their labors grew exponentially.